Welcome, tennis fans from every corner of the world. Because what is unfolding right now isn't just another tournament storyline. It's a shockwave. A moment that is ripping through the entire landscape of women's tennis and forcing everyone from analysts to casual fans to rethink everything they thought they knew about the season. The Miami Open is absolutely electric right now. The atmosphere in Miami has reached a boiling point, buzzing with anticipation, disbelief, and one overwhelming question. Are we witnessing the birth of the next global superstar? Because at the center of this storm is one name, Alexandra Eala. And the stage? The round of 16. The venue? Hard Rock Stadium. Right now, across every sports outlet, every tennis forum, and every conversation happening courtside, one bold, almost unbelievable prediction is dominating. Alexandra Eala is about to blow past Laura Siegemund. Not edge past, not survive, dominate. And yes, on paper, that sounds crazy. You're looking at rankings. You're looking at experience. You're looking at a seasoned, tactical veteran in Siegemund, someone who has built a career on disrupting rhythm, breaking patterns, and frustrating even elite opponents. So, how can the tennis world be this confident? Because this isn't about numbers anymore. This is about momentum. This is about trajectory. And right now, Alexandra Eala isn't just rising. She's exploding. We're talking about a 20-year-old who has gone from promising talent to must-watch phenomenon in record time. A player who is drawing massive crowds even in practice sessions, generating global attention far beyond her ranking, and playing with a level of confidence that doesn't belong to someone still climbing. This is the difference. Laura Siegemund brings experience. But Alexandra Eala? She's bringing force. Relentless, fearless, high-tempo tennis that is overwhelming opponents before they can even settle into a match. And under the lights in Miami, at midnight, with the world watching, this isn't just a match. It's a statement. Because if Eala delivers the way everyone expects her to, this won't just be a win. It will be confirmation. Confirmation that a new power is rising in women's tennis. And that the future is arriving faster than anyone predicted. And trust me, we're just getting started. Alexandra Eala is no longer just a prospect. She's a problem. A real, immediate, unavoidable threat for anyone standing across the net from her. And tomorrow night, under the lights in Miami, Laura Siegemund is about to step directly into that storm. Because this isn't just a match. This is a collision. A generational clash between rising force and seasoned craft. A moment where the balance of power in women's tennis feels like it's shifting in real time. And here's what has everyone talking. It's not just that Eala might win. It's how she's expected to win. With force. With authority. With a level of dominance that leaves no doubt. When people say she could blow past Siegemund, they're not talking about a routine victory. They're talking about a full dismantling. Tactically outmaneuvering her, physically overwhelming her, psychologically breaking her rhythm early. We're talking about a match where a veteran's carefully built game plan could unravel within minutes. Now understand the stage. The Miami Open isn't just another stop on tour. It's often called the fifth Grand Slam for a reason. The conditions are brutal. Heavy humidity grinding hard courts long, punishing rallies. This is where contenders are exposed. And yet, Eala hasn't just survived here. She's dominated. The buzz around the practice courts has been unreal. Players, coaches, fans. Everyone is saying the same thing. The sound off her racket is different. Cleaner, heavier, more decisive. It's the sound of a player arriving. But standing across the net is no easy opponent. Laura Siegemund isn't just experienced. She's dangerous in a completely different way. She's a disruptor. Slices that break rhythm, drop shots that pull you forward, sudden net rushes that force hesitation. She's the kind of player who turns power into frustration. And that's exactly why this matchup is so fascinating. Because the belief spreading across Miami right now is this: Eala has already solved that puzzle. She's no longer just a baseline hitter. She's evolved. Her game now has variety, control, tactical awareness, the exact tools needed to neutralize everything Siegemund does best. That's why this prediction feels so bold and so shocking, because it's not based on hype alone. It's based on what people are seeing live up close on these courts. Now add the final air. Midnight start. Under the lights at Hard Rock Stadium, the air heavier, the tension higher, the spotlight sharper. This is where moments become statements. And if Alexandra Eala delivers the way the tennis world expects, this won't just be a win. It will be a message. A message that the new generation isn't coming. It's already here. This match isn't just about advancing to the next round. It's about announcing a new era. We are witnessing the real-time evolution of a superstar. Every booming forehand, every impossible defensive shot turned into an offensive winner is an unmistakable announcement. Alexandra Eala has arrived at the absolute top tier of women's tennis. The shockwaves gripping Miami aren't confusion, they're awe. Awe at how fast she has grown, how complete her game has become, and how terrifyingly unstoppable she is. Tomorrow at midnight, Laura Siegemund will step onto the court and face a hurricane in human form. Eala isn't here to play a match. She's here to make a statement, to send a message to the tennis world. Her time is now. Why this matchup is a nightmare for Siegemund, let's break down the mechanics. Left-handed power. Eala's forehand is a WTA weapon. Heavy, deep, and relentless. Her cross-court balls naturally attack Siegemund's backhand, forcing the German to defend instead of dictate. Depth kills finesse. Siegemund's game relies on angles, drop shots, and forward movement. Eala's penetrating topspin shots push her deep, turning Siegemund's signature tricks into near-impossible options. Neutralizing slices. Young players often struggle against slices. They panic and make errors. Not Eala. She reads the spin, gets low, and either resets the point or drives it down the line for winners. She feasts on Siegemund's survival shots. Serve and return dynamics. Eala's serve. Fast, accurate, and strategically placed. Her lefty slice out wide opens massive angles and sets her up for instant aggression. Over 70% of her points start on her terms. Siegemund's serve. While clever, it lacks the raw power to keep Eala at bay. Eala's aggressive return position, stepping inside the baseline and taking the ball on the rise, denies Siegemund the time she needs to construct points. Punishing second serves. Any short or soft second serve will be annihilated. Eala robs her opponent of reaction time, leaving no margin for error. Physical edge in brutal conditions. The Miami Open is a grueling test of endurance. Heavy heat, humidity, and long rallies push the body and mind to the limit. Eala has prepared for this. Her conditioning, fast twitch explosiveness, and stamina give her a massive advantage late in matches. By midnight, when fatigue begins to creep in, the disparity will be stark. Eala, bouncing on her toes, chasing every ball, maintaining intensity. Siegemund, slowing, timing disrupted, and fighting the physical grind. Even fractional fatigue can throw off Siegemund's precision-based game, and that's exactly the edge Eala thrives on. In short, everything about this matchup favors Alexandra Eala. Power plus precision, aggression plus anticipation, youth plus conditioning. She is the complete package, and Siegemund is about to feel the full force of a rising WTA superstar. If you want, I can rewrite this next section into a full cinematic match prediction video script with stats, key tactical plays, and an epic build-up that will leave viewers glued to the screen for the midnight showdown. Do you want me to do that next? Psychologically, the pressure in this match rests entirely on the shoulders of the veteran, Laura Siegemund. She knows exactly who is across the net. She feels the hype. She sees the crowd gravitating toward the young phenom. And she knows, if she tries to play a standard baseline game, she'll be blown off the court by Alexandra Eala's superior firepower. Siegemund will be forced to overplay, riskier drop shots from awkward position, shots pushed closer to the lines than she wants, rush net approaches. This is the hallmark of a player who feels defensively inadequate against an overwhelming offensive force. And Eala? She thrives there. With her icy focus and laser-sharp precision, she will capitalize on every single forced error. Eala doesn't just beat opponents physically, she breaks their spirit, showing them that their best weapons are completely ineffective. This is why we're predicting a total blowout. It won't just be a win in points, it will be a victory of territorial control and psychological dominance. Eala will command the center of the court. She will dictate the tempo of the rallies, leaving Siegemund scrambling for answers. Tactical nuances consider the geometry of the rallies. Siegemund is a master of using the full width of the court, pulling opponents wide, opening angles, and finishing at the net with crisp volleys. It's elegant, traditional tennis that has won her major titles. But to execute this strategy, you need time and balls that sit up in the strike zone. Eala's shots do neither. Her balls are what analysts call heavy. They dip viciously at the baseline, then accelerate after the bounce. When Siegemund steps in to create sharp angles, she'll find the ball exploding into her chest, jamming her and forcing weak, floating replies. Eala's corner defense is underrated. Even when Siegemund constructs a perfect point, Eala's sliding ability on hard courts allows her to plant, stabilize, and fire stunning running forehand passing shots down the line with deadly accuracy. And the moment Siegemund approaches the net, she's staring down Eala's lethal passing shots, the ultimate deterrent to a net rusher. Eala has been threading that needle all week. Momentum and confidence. Momentum in tennis is everything, and Eala is riding a wave of supreme belief. Every strike is executed with absolute conviction. No hesitation. No second-guessing. She knows exactly how she wants to construct every point, and she executes that vision with ruthless efficiency. At this moment, Eala is more than a player. She is an unstoppable force, and tomorrow, Siegemund will be standing directly in its path. If you want, I can take the next section of your script about physical and tactical advantages and turn it into the same electrifying, audience-gripping style, so the full breakdown flows seamlessly for video narration. This level of supreme confidence creates an aura opponents can feel. When Siegemund steps onto the court, she isn't just playing Alexandra Eala the tennis player, she's stepping into the path of an unstoppable force. That kind of intangible pressure is exhausting, forcing you to play perfect tennis just to stay in the point. And under the brutal Miami conditions, nobody can maintain perfection against an opponent applying relentless offensive pressure. The media hype has only fueled the fire. Eala has become the talk of the town, the poster child for the next generation of dominance. She has embraced the spotlight, thriving under scrutiny rather than crumbling under it. She has the hunger of a challenger, but the composure and precision of a seasoned champion. Tomorrow at midnight, the world will be watching. And the reality? The hype is an understatement. We are about to witness a comprehensive dismantling. Eala's heavy forehand breaking down Siegemund's backhand slices, aggressive returns neutralizing Siegemund's serve, superior athleticism allowing Eala to chase every drop shot and turn defense into instantaneous offense. A younger, faster, stronger, and incredibly intelligent athlete will overpower a respected veteran. This is the brutal, unforgiving nature of professional sports. Evolution is inevitable, and tomorrow, Alexandra Eala is the embodiment of that evolution. She is the future of women's tennis, and she is arriving ahead of schedule to claim her territory. The shockwaves from this match will reach the top of the WTA rankings. The current top 10 will watch and realize a new apex predator has entered the ecosystem. Eala is not here to participate, she is here to dominate. Meanwhile, Siegemund, despite her experience and craft, will be standing squarely on the tracks of a runaway freight train. All the conditions, tactical matchups, physical advantages, and sheer momentum point to one overwhelmingly dominant outcome. Alexandra Eala is preparing to put on a clinic to show the world why she is the most talked-about player in Miami. Fans' shock will soon turn into pure awe as they witness the sheer ferocity of her game. This isn't just a prediction of victory, it's a forecast of total, undeniable supremacy. Eala is holding the brush, ready to paint her masterpiece on the biggest stage possible. As we close this deep dive analysis, remember the gravity of what's about to unfold. The Midnight Showdown is not just another match, it's a defining moment in the trajectory of women's tennis. Alexandra Eala will step into the spotlight and prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that she possesses the raw power, tactical genius, and unyielding mental fortitude to blow past the established order of the WTA Tour. The shock gripping Miami, The disbelief that a 20-year-old could dismantle a crafty veteran like Siegemund is about to be replaced by the undeniable reality of Eala's supreme talent. Set your alarms. Cancel your plans. Be glued to your screens. Watch the first 5 games closely. Observe how aggressively Eala positions herself on the return. Watch the incredible spin and depth of her lethal left-handed forehand. Look at the sheer determination in her eyes as she dictates tempo and court geography. This is a comprehensive, relentless, spectacular dismantling, the kind of performance that will be talked about for years. It officially announces the dawn of the Eala era in professional tennis. Thank you for joining this massive breakdown of the biggest story in tennis right now. If you want the deepest, most passionate analysis anywhere on YouTube, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree Eala will completely dominate? Are you as shocked as Miami at her level right now? Let's debate in the comments. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court, because the future of tennis is happening right now, and her name is Alexandra Eala.